right now. Let's get it out of the way. Let's talk about technical issues and the situations that I've been having at this point. All right. Because at this point, to be honest with you, I've just had enough. Okay. As you all know, last year in December, I swapped PCs. I stopped using my 10-year-old capture streaming PC and I went to a new one. Okay. The PC has been hit or miss. A lot of the stuff about it is amazing. Obviously, I've upped my streaming and capture quality quite a bit. I have the ability to do better quality video and better quality audio now that I upgraded my audio setup. But the one thing that persists is on and off technical issues with this PC. Notably, sometimes the USB ports have an issue where it's a little finicky. Like, for example, my capture device will just stop working. Huh? But I didn't do anything. Why did the capture device stop working? Then I'll just mess with it a little bit or unplug and replug, and it works. The other issue that's been ongoing is the wireless on this desktop. And you might say, why do I care about the wireless? Don't you have a wired connection for everything? Yes, that is correct. However, the wireless is needed to connect that PC to many of the devices that I use in my office/studio. Notably, the lighting only works wirelessly. You can't actually have any of these lights connect via a wired connection. Also, this guy right here is wireless, amongst a few other things around here, okay? So, I basically need to have the wireless working on that PC to have all these things work. Well, the wireless has also been finicky. It's been on and off, and I haven't really found a way to consistently get it to work. Well, now on top of all of that happening, I'm having issues with my actual lighting program, Signal RGB. This is a program that I started using back in like either December or January. I take it back. I think I started actually using it back last summer, but then I actually started using it to sync with all of my lights. And that's why we've had such awesome lighting for the last year. You may have noticed all these different themed lighting things that I do for different games, for different podcasts, for different holidays. Hell, I have fireworks and stuff going off in here for the 4th of July. We have Christmas lights going on for Christmas, right? So, is it a huge deal? Well, yes and no. Because here's the truth. I don't think that the lighting in here is super important. I don't think that it's a make or break deal. But just for the sake of argument, all right? Allow me to show you what it looks like with no lights. So imagine this was me all day, every day. When I'm playing a game, this wouldn't affect anything. You wouldn't care because it's just me with the face cam playing the game. In fact, it would look much like this. You ready? Oh, look, that's what it looks like anyway. So there's no difference. But anytime that I go full screen, as you can see, here's the full screen setup. Here's the podcast setup. If there's no lights, it looks a lot different. It looks a little boring. It's cool to have lights because then they're themed to different things going on or whatever. But again, it's not the end of the world, okay? But I do like it. Like having the lights on, okay? Oh, I just hit off again by accident. There we go. Definitely adds something, right? And I do like having it, like, for example, if I'm playing a horror game, I'll have it be like blood red. Or if I'm playing a fantasy game, I'll have it be like green and blue because it's like outdoors fantasy style, right? I like that. And it makes the podcast look good and it makes when we talk, between streams look good. It's a nice feature. Not 100% necessary, but it's nice. The problem is, and you guys probably don't know this has been a hard, arduous task all year getting this to work because I had to manually map each light in my office to this Signal RGB program via an IP address, the amount of LEDs each one has, and then configuring the setup of where it goes in these color setups that they have. They call them scenes. And then once it's done, it keeps messing up. Over the course of this year, I couldn't tell you how many times, my wireless network went down, and when it came back up, all the IP addresses changed, and I have no idea what they are, so I have to sit here for 2 hours troubleshooting IP addresses and LED number of lights in order to get this thing to work properly again. Then you have to reposition it all. It's like, what is going on? Why can't it just work? And if anything, I can tell you this. Now I have been modernized with my technology for a year, right? It was actually last summer when I got my gaming PC, and it was since December that I got my modern capturing and streaming PC. It's amazing the amount you can do with it. All the cool features and things. Did I ever think that I would basically be able to have a background that disappears and I could see cloned versions of myself on the screen? No, this is crazy, right? It's cool technology for sure. But if it means stress, if it means problems with the stream where I can't be here on time because the lighting's down and I can't get it up and working, I'm like, what is going on? I think it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing, the focal point of the technical issues this year has been Signal RGB. That program keeps having updates and issues, and it keeps breaking itself. And in fact, I actually figured out my lighting issues now are not the wireless network, it's Signal RGB, the program itself. Because I'm having issues with the program on my gaming PC, and my gaming PC isn't hooked up to any wireless network, okay? Even my keyboard here and mouse here that I use on the gaming PC are having issues with the lighting stuff. And I'm like, I just think I've had enough. I don't really want to mess with this anymore. Like, I'm actually pissed because I was late almost an hour. It's about 45 minutes late to my podcast this morning for a nonsense reason. This isn't like, oh, I can't get the PC to turn on. It's like everything's on, but the fucking lights won't work. Now I gotta sit here, dude, remap the fucking IP. Didn't work. Try this. Still won't turn on. But now it turns on here, but it doesn't turn on here. Fuck this. Really? Why doesn't it just work? I've been saying this since a year ago when we started doing more modernized technology. Why doesn't the fucking technology just work? If you pay out the ass for the technology, right? You're paying for the high-end PC. You're buying all the lights. You pay for the subscription for the RGB program. You got the wireless network set up, and I even bought a new wireless router for this shit because I thought that was the problem. And it still doesn't work? Then the problem's not with me. The problem's with the fucking technology. And I only have so much patience. You understand? I only have so much. I want to be here on time every day without bullshit. And I've had enough bullshit. So I'm putting my foot down, and I made a decision this morning. I'm not doing the Signal RGB anymore. It's too much work. It works great for a while. You've seen months on end where it looked gorgeous, right? And I have 2 cool color schemes going on, and there's all kinds of shit. But then it breaks. And when it breaks, it pisses me off. Because then I can't be here on time, and I can't hang out with you guys. And now this is business lost for bullshit. Because they can't fucking get their act together, or because they push an update out that wasn't ready and it breaks something, right? How many times do we see this with Windows? Let's push an update out. Oh, it broke everything. This just happened with OBS. OBS a few days ago pushed out an update. OBS 32 beta. But now, the background removal tool that I use, see this? The background removal tool that I use and looks great when I'm doing things like this or when I'm playing games, now will actually remove my chair automatically. Well, that's really cool. I'd love it to remove my chair automatically. Oh, by the way, I guess I can't use green screen today because it's going to delete green on my shirt. See that? Well, now I'm glad that I tested that early to know that. Well, that's a great new feature, right? So what the hell just happened? There we go. That's a great new feature. So let me add it. Let's update OBS. Oops, now my Stream Deck doesn't work. What? Why would updating OBS to have new features for the background removal tool break my Stream Deck, which I need to direct my streams and what? I don't know, and I don't fucking care. These fucking nerds have wasted enough of my time, because that's the truth. They're a bunch of fucking nerds. They sit around programming their shit, and they don't test it, and then they roll it out. And if it doesn't work, all it does, it frustrates the end user, right? What do they care? They get paid, and they roll out their updates, but nothing fucking works. It's with everything. It's with Windows. It's with all your fucking pieces of technology that are connected to your PC. It's with your phone. Your phone will have an OS update that rolls out. Oh, breaks half the thing on your phone. What the hell? And why is there no accountability? If there's an update for a program and it breaks the program, why is there no accountability for people who broke the program that you need every day? Hell, this even applies to video games now. Because now you buy a video game and the video game's broken. Doesn't work. Oh, glitchy, choppy, crashes constantly. Oh, well, we'll push out an update later. No, motherfucker. Make it work now because I bought it now. If I'm paying you for a product, the product better work. If it doesn't, you should be held accountable. Your balls should be over the fucking fire because you put out a broken product. Period. Without exception. I don't care. I don't like that my work is fucked up because these fucking nerds don't know how to fucking code and they break everything when they push out a release, because that's exactly what's happened with Signal RGB. Signal RGB had an update a couple weeks ago. And since then, I've been having these on and off issues and I'm wondering what it is. And then this morning, the epitome hit me. I'm like, why is my keyboard and my mouse over here on the gaming PC not working? This doesn't even make sense. It should be working because there's no wireless. It can't be the wireless network then. It's the program. So fuck these nerds. I'm not fucking going to kill myself over this shit anymore. And the thing is, I spent a lot of time. You guys have no idea. I'm not exaggerating, probably 12 hours of time overnight, like late nights, I'd be in here tweaking these lights to try to get them to sync. And finally, I got them to work. And now it doesn't work anymore. Like, I literally can't get my lights to work properly with Signal RGB at all. They won't turn on and off properly. Sometimes I'll open Signal RGB. All the lights turn on. They're beautiful. Then I open up again. None of them turn on. But I didn't do anything. I didn't change anything. How is it my fault? It's not. It's their fucking fault. Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So I'm done with it. So now, from now on, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to use lights. Okay? I am. But I'm not going to use Signal RGB anymore. I mean, I will. That'll be for like my keyboards, mice, and my PCs, which will not be a big deal because you never see those. What you see is behind me and all along the walls here, okay? So the good news is this is a lot easier to do, okay? For example, how about this? In chat right now, I would like you guys to suggest something, like suggest a scene, suggest raging fires or rolling a river or fireworks or nature. Just say something in the chat, and I'm going to show you that I can actually get that to work through the app that these came with. All right? Bungee jump. How the fuck do I color a bungee jump? All right, thunder. Perfect. Like a thunderstorm, right? Okay. So that would be like nature. So I got to find a scene for that. So I hit scenes, and I go to nature. And I guarantee you there's got to be like a storm or oh, here it is, thunderstorm. Okay? So what I got to do is I got to make all the lights do that. Sadly, I have to do it individually, but you'll never see this because this will already be set up earlier on. Okay? So natural, thunderstorm. Okay? Here we go. And natural. And I got to find thunderstorm. They got downpour, lightning. I guess lightning might work because I don't see thunderstorm, but it might have lightning, probably equal. Or downpour. I could try either one. We'll go with lightning and see what happens there. Whoa, okay, that's not good. That's like a strobe. See, that would give me a headache. What about downpour? I can't do that. That's actually bothering me. Oh. No, see, that the strobe bothers me. Let's see if I can get one that's not a strobe. I don't know why it's strobing like that. What if I do, let's see. Ripple? That's like a ripple of water. Okay, so there you go. So this is supposed to be like a thunderstorm. Yeah. It looks like there's like, lighting going on or whatever. There you go. Yeah, it was going crazy. The strobe but gives me a headache. I don't want strobing like that. But that's what I mean. What I will do is I'll have to set up scenes that look good for different themes. Okay? And I could also have it be AI generated. Like I can actually type into here, there's a command, and I could say, hey, make the lights look like a thunderstorm. and then they'll actually program the lights and just do like an AI generated thunderstorm scene. So I could do that too, okay? But the thing is, once this is on, it will not disconnect because this is all now just going. It's not via my wireless network connected to my PC or anything. It's just going through their app, and their app is a lot more stable than, you know, going through uh my wireless to my desktop PC. So here we go. I'm going to put the walls on the ripple effect. And then this, I'll just leave it like this for today. Then when I go to games, I'll turn it off. Okay. What's funny is, so all these lights have completely different things. They're all different. They're not even the same ones. This one has lightning A, lightning B, and lightning C. Oh yeah. If you have epilepsy, do not enable this. Dude, why would I enable it? I don't want it. I don't think I want it then. Yeah, so on the walls, I have this ripple effect of water, and then these lights are like blinking, supposed to be like a thunderstorm on the sides. Pretty cool, right? It's not bad. And like I said, what I will do is I will set this up before the stream every day, just like I used to, and it won't bother us. But the thing is, I mean, so annoying that the signal RGB caused us pain and misery. Seriously, I'm just done with it. I want to come to work and have everything work every single stream. And I know that's not possible. I know in life, that's not possible. You can never fully have control of everything. I know that. I'm not ignorant, right? I'm not stupid. But at the very same time, you have to have some level of like expectation that your stuff's going to work. And it pisses me off that I have to give up on this. I worked hard to get that signal RGB to work. I set up all these scenes, these custom colors, effects, and everything. And I just had enough. It's to the point where it's like, it's not worth the effort, right? What I'll just do is every night before I sign off or before I shut everything down, I'll say, what do I want tomorrow to be? Like, for example, tomorrow is Cronus, the New Dawn, right? So it's like space horror. So I'll probably either do something that's supposed to look like space, or maybe I'll do something that's like supposed to be scary, like blood curdling, you know, like maybe I'll have the AI generate some scenes for me and do it that way. Have the AI say, you know, do a horror scene in space or something with aliens or something and see what it comes up with or whatever, right? So, yeah, I mean, I apologize. I didn't want to be 45 minutes late today, and obviously I wanted to get this off my chest, but here's the good news. If I just use the app to do my lighting now, rather than working with this other program through my PC, we should never have this problem ever again. Like, the app always syncs, no problem. I mean, I literally haven't used that app since January. I turned it on and immediately all the lights work. Because it's the app that's made from the company who made all the lights, so it works, you know? I'm not using a third-party thing that now it might work, it might not work. So I'm sorry for the late start. And hopefully these lights look good, right? They look pretty good. It's supposed to be like like rolling a storm coming through, like a lightning storm. That's what it looks like, right? Pretty cool. So, all right. Sorry for that. And now we can actually get started with the real show, and we will not have this issue any further. I've now said enough of this nonsense. Seriously, I just can't take it. Drives me freaking nuts. Drives me bonkers. All right. All right. So anyway, good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing? We got Bookworm. We got Chris. What's going on? We've got Brian Gaming, Banana Jose, Arg is here. Who else is here? Squirtle's here. Over on Kit, we got Yvonne Real. We got Ortega. How you doing? Good morning. Excuse me. RGB Kings. What an appropriate name for today. Daily Demo. Good morning. RGB Lover. All these RGB names now are going to come out of the woodwork today. It's all good. Listen, that's fine. You can use those names today. I give you permission because I'm just as annoyed and I'm just tired of this shit. Like, why on earth is this bothering me and having me not be able to work? Stupid lighting. The dumbest thing. And it worked too. The thing is, it's not the lights. The lights work. It was this program. And I'm like, what am I doing to myself? It was nice while it lasted. Like, no lie, from January through, you know, August, we had these really nice synced lights, right? And I liked them, but at this point, I've had enough. We'll just, we'll have, and the thing is, too, if I start using AI-generated lights and stuff, it's going to look different every day. It's going to be a little different, I think. So, we'll see how it goes. All right, let's get to shout-outs, all right, because we already have people who have contributed this morning. Let's see what we've got. Someone to the $1.15 says, do you use Zoom Workplace on your PC for business meetings? I've used it for a couple of video calls. That's it. Just a couple video calls where the people said, oh, we use Zoom. I'm like, oh, okay. I really don't use Zoom that often. You know, if I was going to do something, I'd probably use Discord. But if you use Zoom, I'll use Zoom. So that's it. And I barely ever use it. I think I've used it twice ever. It's fine, though. It's easy to set up. Oh, let's see here. Someone tipped $2 says, where would you say Dark Side Phil ends and Phil Burnell begins? Probably the second I walk out of this room. Because as I've told you guys this year, well, not this year, basically since Kat, you know, moved in and we started our life together, I created a separation between work and what I put out on the internet. All right. So what's in here is 100% work and it stays in here. But the moment that I walk out of this door, there's a whole other life that I have that you guys are not privy to unless I tell you about it when I'm here on a stream, like on a podcast, right? You don't know what I'm up to. You don't know what my wife and I are doing. You don't know about any of the stuff back there. In fact, I can tell you in the last 24 hours, there have been 3 or 4 different things that happened in our personal life that I'm not going to tell you about because it's none of your business. Okay? So there you go. That's where I would say that door is where Dark Side Phil ends and Phil Burnell begins. When I walk out that door, I'm no longer Dark Side Phil because no one in real life calls me DSP or Dark Side Phil. Okay? It's only on the internet. Okay. Let's see here. So Fox McFox did a $5 super chat and says, don't tell me you wasted an hour of my time for RGB lights. I did not waste an hour of your time or anyone's time. It was 45 minutes, first of all. But it wasn't a waste because at this point, it was worth it because now I've actually given up on the whole RGB thing. And like I said, from now on, I will just easily get the stuff done through the app and we will not waste any more time on lighting. I'm done with it. Officially, I'm 100% done with wasting time on lighting. It's just not worth it. So it was not a waste at all. It's actually going to be productive and a good positive change for the future. It's just I had to go through the frustration now to come to this determination. You know, really, again, for 8-9 months, I had it working. Then all of a sudden, it just doesn't want to work again because I guess there was a program update. And I'm like, well, fuck this. I'm not going to have my work affected and disturbed by bullshit. It just doesn't make sense, you know? So enough of that. Okay.